What's up, everybody? We about to get back in it again. It says this, okay? It says, and ye murmured, all right? Which means complain, you murmur like, man, I can't that's murmuring. That's what murmuring means. You're mumbling under your breath. You know what I'm saying? It says, and you murmured in your tents. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens I'm in the tent and all that stuff, but don't let that shock you, alright? Alright, it says, because the Lord hated us. He had brought us out out of the land of Egypt to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us. Alright? For the Lord hated us. You know what I'm saying? For the Lord had hated us, bro. That he brought us out of Egypt to have us killed. Now, this is what discouragement comes into play at. You know what I'm saying? Fear, so to speak. Now these people got to go and fight these people, all right, for the land that God told them to, that He was going to get them to possess. Now they didn't roam, right? They didn't roam, and God allowed them to roam so much, all because mostly of their disobedience. I know it didn't take them 40 years to get to that land. You know what I'm saying? No. Just their disobedience got them shut down a lot and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they finally get to the land and they're discouraged. They're discouraged because these people are bigger and stronger. That they in their tents and they like, the whole Israel, could you picture? Like, dude, we talking about what? When we say Israel, we're not talking about one tribe, okay? We're talking about 72. We're talking about 72 tribes. That's a lot, man. So it's like they up in their tents and bro, they going off. You know what I'm saying? Going completely off. And so God, like, you mean to tell me I did all this for y'all and y'all saying that I'm going against y'all? It's like telling a kid no about something that's going to hurt them, right? And the kid say, you hate me. That's why you do this. That's why you treat me like this, because you hate me. When actually the parents do love them and trying to keep them from hurting themselves or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? We don't really get to fully understand God's plan until we actually do what He says do. That's a whole reason why He's telling us to do everything that we are supposed to do as the chosen tribes, bro. The chosen tribes, bro, are just as well as the blood tribes. Anybody that pick up this Bible and talk about teaching people how to do it the right way with God is a member, man. You are family. Just like in the streets. If you are taken in by somebody and you bring in to the table, you are family, man. So yeah, you taking it the wrong way when somebody tells you to do something that's a task. You know what I'm saying? Do your chores, do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Be in here by 8 o'clock. I mean, because there's really nothing out there open after 8. Okay, nothing but the hospitals and the jailhouse. That's what's open for you. Okay, if you take it that your parents hate you and they don't want to see you do the right thing and all that stuff. Hey, bro, look, let me explain something to you. It looks fun on TV. It really do. To hang out and everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, back when, bro, that's all we had to do. That's all we had to do was hang out. There wasn't really nothing much going on in the communities as they do now. You guys got smartphones. You don't even need a teacher to teach y'all to get an education these days. You got a smartphone, boy. Do you know what that is in your hand? You don't even need a college tuition. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just learn off of that phone, that computer, and all that type of stuff. Y'all have, y'all have a whole lot of smart ways of getting things done today than it was back when. Back when, it was very strenuous to even be alive. You may think that it's hard now that one person in little spots of the area picture you getting slaughtered by the hundreds in one area. Back when. God has taken you out of the land of Egypt. Okay? Once again, done by Martin Luther King and a lot of people who fought in the Civil War? Revolution? It took all that. It took all of that to put you where you at right now. And you're taking it for granted. You're taking it as if, you know what I'm saying, there's no God. That God don't love you. And all that. Because of what these backsliders out here doing. You don't need a man to teach you about God. Okay? You don't need a man to teach you about God. You need to want to learn about God. You need to want to know about Him in order to love Him. And that's how you get to love somebody. You get to know Him. Now, if somebody came and told me about somebody that I want to get to know, and I believed them, I'd be like, I don't want to mess with that person. It'd be a straight up lie. The purpose of a preacher. The purpose of a preacher is this. The world will never run out of sinners. You will never get it right all the time either. Your faith will weaken sometimes, some way, somehow. The preacher is supposed to be the strongest link of the chain to keep you together. When something happened, when something hit, this is why the preacher can't be involved in anything, so that nothing of the world can burden him to not be there for you, because he got his own problems or something. I mean, I got my own problems, and it was in the world before I set off to become a preacher, and it still haunts me. It's a bad situation. I mean, letting it go, yes, I have, but it still haunts me. And it's not necessary for you not to seek revenge. All right? Because it's all into the Lord's hand. You say a prayer about it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much it tells you, you have to understand that whatever you went through while you was in Egypt, or whatever you was coming out of, that if you've been delivered from that, you don't no longer go through that or addicted to that or whatever, that God has given you a way out, and He loved you for, you know what I'm saying, changing and everything, man. I mean, it's not that easy to do in this world, especially when you've been growing up around that a lot. How can I put this? There's something that I need to explain to you, and I'm looking for a way to put it. You have so many choices in this world, and the ones that you choose to do is most likely going to get you into trouble. It's when you put the Holy Spirit before you on all the things that you do, every step that you make. Every step that you make has to count for your future. You can't half-step life. You half-step life when you don't put God first. Anything that approaches you to do something, you have to put God in the front of this gesture. Okay? Decisions, upsets, all that. Love. You have to put God first. And this is how you will definitely make the right move when it comes to it. Because lust is knocking at our door all the time, bro. Hate and pain and all this other stuff, bro. And if you just don't understand what it takes, you know what I'm saying, you will definitely separate yourself. You'll separate yourself from God when it devours you. Okay, because those same giants and everything that they had to go and face to take over that land are the same giants that are in you when it comes to the sins that we bear. And they are so big and mighty. And all you have to do is just go in there and fight. It's going to be a battle. Okay? And that's why I say your preacher is there for you for when you do fall. If you fall into lust and all that type of stuff, hey, go talk to your pastor and get some strength. You can't shake it. Go to your pastor. Tell him you can't shake it. You know? Because we all do need that physical deal. Just like the disciples needed with Jesus. If it wasn't for Jesus coming in the flesh, man would have still been lost. The same kind of preaching and faith in salvation lies in a preacher that says that they have become Christ followers. To become Christ followers is to have Christ dwelling in you. This Holy Spirit that descended like a dove on Jesus has now been given to anybody that says that they want to be a preacher. Truly a preacher. Okay? Not water whip. Yes, God do love you. Don't ever doubt that soon as the world start beating you up and you lose a few battles. Okay? You got caught up in your addiction and went done some drugs and everything, and now you're getting kicked out of your house, or now you done went to jail because you got caught, or whatever, or you fell in love with a woman and didn't give it enough time and all that type of stuff or whatever, bro, and now, things are now hurting in you, and most likely she done left you, divorced you, or whatever, I don't know. Don't ever say that it's God, because it's not. It's our giants. Alright? And you have to defeat them. So, put on the whole armor, get ready for battle. 1.